Okay, so we do have these two folders that are meant for a mission. I'm trying to remember. Which missions? Those are 4. Oh, maybe it was these. Yeah, I bet you that that's what those are for. All right, so we've got a few things lined up. We do have some Hunter's Paradise missions. Find out what happened in the jungle southwest of Hunter's Paradise. Scout the dumping ground nearby Hunter's Paradise. Scout the campsite nearby Hunter's Paradise. And scout the motel nearby Hunter's Paradise. Okay, yeah. So those are... should be all missions that we would have seen if we were Crimson. But obviously we're Mithras on this account here, so we didn't get those missions right away as soon as we did as a Crimson member. We got those missions. Midnight Sapphire. Now, we do have, well, you know, okay, so we do have Hotel 3, Hotel 1, Golf, all that. So we could actually use Hotel 3 as our LZ infill to get into Hunter's Paradise. Which, you know what, I think we should go with that. Let's do a little bit of exploration.
Raven, wheels up for base camp.
So it says the Lull. Find out what happened in the jungle southwest of Hunter's Paradise. So if we bring up the map, I believe that's referring to right here. That little house right there. You love third shift?
Spread out.
So my work has 4 different shifts, and I enjoy either third or fourth shift. All right. Let's see. What you got? What you got? Got any keys? That'll be pretty cool if you did. You did the 11 to 7 shift to help my social anxiety? I gotcha. I'm assuming that's 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Yeah, our third shift, they get a little bit of like early evening and they roll into the night. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I currently work the graveyard shift 4, so we roll from late evening all the way to the early morning. Come on now. There we go. I don't know why that's not wanting to stay open. Oh, hello. Hey, 9 shots, three per target. That was beautiful. Gordon would be pleased on that one. I can guarantee you that. Oh. Oh, we'll take that. Oh, why do I have that many waters? I don't need that many waters. That many people out, so not many to deal with, which was a great time for me. Oh, yeah, 100%. That's also part of the reason why I like the graveyard shift. You don't have to deal with people as often. And what's sad is like I like my job requires me to be like I feel like almost any job you're basically like a public servant because you're serving them, right? Like pretty much that's any job. Like retail, banks, you know, stuff like that. You know, you're serving the community in that you're providing them a service. So like you're answering questions for them, you're helping, you know, them figure stuff out, you know, whatever it may be. So I feel like a lot of jobs you can basically consider them to that level. And what's funny is, you know, like I said, my job is exactly like that. You know, I help people out and everything. But I don't like people. And yet I'm in a job that requires me to do that. Like, I like you guys. I like hanging out with you guys. But it's basically when I have to solve somebody, you know, other people's problems because they can't adult, you know. That's what I have to deal with. You only enjoy assembly lines. Yeah, because they don't talk back. They don't get mad at you. They don't argue. Oh, beautiful. They just break down and, you know, you just got to replace parts or whatever. They don't yell at you or call you stupid. You know, say that you don't know how to do your job or they're going to have your job, whatever. I've done retail before and would never again. Hello. That dude had so much time to do something. So much time. I will say the one place that I did work that would be considered like retail is I worked in GameStop. I guess, I don't know if you would consider that retail. Kind of, maybe. I mean, you're not selling like clothes or anything like that. I mean, retail covers a lot of a variety of things. You are selling a product. You're selling a game, right? But yeah, that's where I worked. Considered retail? Yeah. I worked there for a short period of time. That was when I was going to college. And I worked a couple jobs. There's a third guy. Where did he go? Did he just shift? Oh, I think that was just the wind. I don't know where the other guy is at. I know a guy shot from here by the bushes. Interesting. But yeah, so I worked there for, it was like a summer. It wasn't a very long time. I was there for no more than a year, maybe. Because I guess I kind of did work like on the weekends, every now and then when I was going to college, and I will say I didn't mind it. One, because it was video games. I enjoyed video games. But a really nice perk that you got as being a employee is you want to be able to like, ooh, that is, ugh, my lord, man. He's having a bad day. But anyways, one thing that I really liked it was like a bonus or kind of like a benefit, was like they want you to be able to answer questions to customers if they had questions about a game, right? You want to be able to have some knowledge of the game, whether that's through research or even, you know, like personal experience playing the game. So what was really nice that they allowed is that you could, as long as if there were enough copies for a game, you could take, you know, a game home for like 5 days, and you could play it for 5 days, come back, and just, you know, put it back on the shelf. And then that way, so if somebody had a question about a game that you've done that with, you can be like, oh, well, hey, I played that game. This is what it's about. This is kind of like the play style of it. This is what I liked about it. This is what I didn't like about it. So you have like that personal style. So it was awesome because then I got to play video games for free. I didn't have to buy them. It was awesome. That's what I liked about it. Okay, let's see. So on the range, so yeah, we had to go check out the dumping area, or dumping ground, the campsite, and then the motel as well. So we'll swing up, check those out real quick, drink some water, hydrate. But yeah, that's what I thought was really cool about it, and I enjoyed. I also had some pretty cool people to work with, so that would be cool. I think the one job I liked the most was bagging, and bagging hay. Really? Bagging hay? That's interesting. Probably because you'd have to deal with the public, right? Right? That was kind of like the benefit. One job that I did in the past. This was also I got this job after I graduated college, and I was still, you know, kind of looking around for, you know, what I went to school for. Wasn't really getting anywhere. And I, like, growing up, I was like, I'm never going to get into this, right? Exactly. Ollie says, yeah, exactly. Was cooking, right? I literally had no cooking experience other than, like, just cooking some ramen at home in the microwave, right? Like, college food level. Like, ramen was college food, right? And so I was working at this job. I'm not gonna name the job or anything. It was no fault on the actual business itself. It was the people in the leadership position. So I have been working this job for a little over a year. I started like just before I got into my second year of college, and I started working it. And I only went to a 2-year degree college, by the way. So that's going to kind of lead into this. So second year of college, I started working at this one job. And at the time, you know, I was going to college, so I could only work part-time. Well, then I continued to work at this place throughout college, and oh, you are already taking pop shots at me. How dare you? So basically, eventually, I worked this job all the way until I graduated, right? So at this point, I'm graduated, no more school. Hey, my availability window is a lot bigger now, so I can work more. Plus, I need more money. So I told them that. I said, hey, I've graduated college, and at the time, too, a full-time position had opened up because a full-timer had left. And so I had talked to my head boss for the department that I was in. And I was like, hey, you know, I completed college, so I now have a lot more availability, and I would like to take up the full-time spot. So he then directed me to send a message to the corporate head person, and I was like, cool, no worries. So I emailed the corporate boss, and I explained my situation. I said, hey, I have been going to college, so I was only able to work part-time. We just had a full-time spot open, and it just so happens that I'm done with school, and so I would like to pick up the full-time spot. And never got a response back. And then I think it was like a couple weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later, all of a sudden, an email goes out, basically saying, hey, so-and-so has just been hired for the full-time position and everything like that. And, you know, so that, you know, kind of really angered me. And I was like, what the hell? I literally told you that I was now available. I could work full-time here now. And I've been working here for a year, so I have whatever. I have some experience. And yeah, no, so they just basically just overlooked me, just gave me the big old finger, and was like, "No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna hire somebody completely different, bring them in." Dang, there we go. And so I pretty much just felt like I got screwed over. And I talked to my boss. I was like, "Yo, like, what is going on here?" I was like, I'm basically getting screwed on this. Like, did you reach out to corporate? Because I know I did. And he really kind of was just like he felt bad for me, but he just didn't seem like to really have much backbone into really wanting to try to, you know, back me. Which I I wasn't frustrated with him. I was frustrated with the higher end of this situation. And so it just so happens at that time there was actually a restaurant opening up in my town, and it was like a burger joint, and they were looking to hire cooks. And it just so happens that my girlfriend at the time, who's now my lovely wife and supports me in what I do, she doesn't understand it, but she supports me. But yeah, it just so happens that she was driving to work herself and happened to hear on the radio, because she listened to the radio at the time, and, you know, not Spotify like us regular people. She was a peasant and listened to the radio. And she comes home from work. She goes, "Hey, there's this," and I had expressed my frustrations, because this was, like I said, this was after this whole thing went down, with them basically giving me the finger and telling me to, you know, pound sand. We're not going to put you in the full-time spot. She goes, "Hey, this restaurant has opened up, and is going to be opening up, and they're looking for cooks." And I was like, you know what? I was like, it's probably better than anything else. So, and I'm already getting irritated with this job anyways. So I applied for it. Again, mind you, I literally have no cooking experience whatsoever, other than just at home cooking, right? And so I set up an interview, and here's the funny part, right? That's a shame. Yeah, Holly, it definitely was. And it's not like I was pretty good at my job. So, oh God, hello. I'm trying to tell a story here. Can you back off? I see you. My mouse is acting up. Did you just die? Anyways, before we were rudely interrupted there. So here's the funny part about this, right? I grew up, this is how I grew up, was that, you know, you dress nice to interviews, because, you know, you gotta, like, not, like, you gotta dress nice, you know, make yourself, you know, presentable and everything like that. So that's what I grew up with, right? That's how I was taught growing up. So, mind you, again, this interview was for a cooking position at a restaurant. Okay, we're not talking some like corporate level, like whatever, right? We're talking something like high schoolers and people in their 20s, which okay, I was in my 20s. All right, okay. Well, people like that are applying for this job, and so I show up in a suit. I am not joking. I'm talking dress shirt, tie, dress pants, shiny shoes, and then a jacket that, you know, that went over, right? That is what I showed up in my interview in. And the guy at the time interviewing got a laugh out of this, because he's never seen anybody show up in that before, right? Now, granted, like I said, that's how I was growing up. It's your first impression to, you know, a company that's looking to hire, right? So that's what I showed up in. I showed up in a dress uniform. I was sweating, like the back sweat was going down into the butt sweat. Like it was bad. I don't know why. I'm nervous. All right. I get nervous in interviews. All right. Okay. What's my fault? But anyways, so I basically tell this guy like my whole list of, you know, my history with work and what I've done and this and that. And he's basically like, dude, you're hired, man. I like you. So literally like on the spot in the middle of the interview, this guy's like, you're hired. Like we're taking you on. I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And and again, like I said, literally had no experience. It was just solely because I sold, or like not sold, but I basically, you know, just said like who I was, what I was about. And I think it was because of the suit. I think that's what really kind of did it there was having the suit. But anyways, so I got hired and I started working that. Better to dress to impress, exactly. So I started working at a restaurant as a cook on the cook line. Like I said, when I was younger, I was like, I am not gonna work as a cook. Now, granted, looking back, I was like, you know what, maybe like I didn't want to do I wouldn't do fast food. I then kind of changed my thought process on it, and I was like, I'm not gonna work a fast food place. That's just not happening. And that, I mean, that's just my personal preference. I got nobody against, you know, I don't have anything against people who work, you know, at fast food places. I don't think of them differently. But that was just me. I was just like, I'm not working at a fast food place, hands down. Like I'm gonna take up food stamps, and pick up recycling on the side of the road to make some money before I work at a fast food place. That was just me. But I figured I'd give this a shot. I stayed open-minded. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll learn a thing or two, right? I'm going to learn from people who've been cooking for a while, who've been doing this for a minute. And I tell you what, it has probably been the most satisfying and enjoyable jobs that I have ever had in my life. Hands down, no joke. Not only did I learn a lot when it comes to cooking, but I made some good friendships. Had a great crew to work with. I think a huge benefit was the head cook, my manager at the time, was a really cool guy. We're actually, you know, we're still friends to this day. We'll still chat up and check up on each other and stuff. But I really enjoyed my time there. And like I said, I learned a thing or two about cooking, which was awesome. Because I do enjoy to cook. I really do. I think it's fun. I like to try new things and everything. But yeah, I never expected when I was younger, I was never expected that I would be, you know, I'd work at a restaurant. And, you know, I'm in my 20s and I was working at a restaurant. But yeah, out of all the jobs that I've worked, hands down, probably one of the best ones. So I don't know how many of you have worked at a restaurant before, but it was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed it. Let's see. We're gonna take the cash off that guy, and gonna move that over. Bring that up. Slide that. There we go. And I'm gonna move on to the next guy. Oh, here's head honcho himself. Let's see what he has to bring to the table. Oh, what's this? Hunter's Paradise Shooting Line storage key. Ooh. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Here we go. We're gonna eat some food. And then we're gonna slide the key over. So I kind of wonder if that's the storage it's talking about. Right here. Yeah, HP lines. Yeah, this is it. Somebody's definitely already been in here. We got I think this is what, a 20? Yeah, 20. That's actually not bad. Specialized equipment. Yeah, okay, let's... So we basically would need to remove these two here. We'll do that. And then... So yeah, we don't have any Hunter's Paradise keys as of yet. How much ammo? Okay, so we got ourselves a full mag. That hay job I had was great, but I was forced to quit, unfortunately, because of a back injury. I could see that. I could see that being, you know, a pretty demanding labor job. Physical labor, I should say. You know, especially, I mean, I'm sure you're bending over, standing up, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I could definitely see that's going to put a toll on you. Oh, yep, we're overweight. He was standing right there. Okay, this whole mouse is really starting to annoy me. Oh, shoot, did we, Okay, it did accept it. Thank you. Yeah, I had one department I couldn't handle, so they had to let me go. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it sucks you got, you know, you had to leave because of, you know, injuries received, which I'm assuming obviously from the, you know, from the job and everything with it physically demanding. But I'm sure, you know, it was, you know, left on good terms, everything like that. Dang, bro. Oh, you don't have room for it. What a shame. Let's change it out so we can't fit all of it in. Ooh. Oh, yes, we can. Take that. Wasn't for the job, it was a high-speed chase accident. Oh, my lord. High-speed chase accident. So basically, so what? Okay, now you spiked my interest, Holly. If you don't mind sharing. Beautiful. All right. You were stopped at a light, waiting to turn, and someone running from the cops ran the light. Oh my lord. Rear end or angle hit. I'm hoping not like a front a head on. Head on would be insane. Curious to see if any keys would be left around here. sent an SUV flying into the front of my truck. My God. Well, I'm hoping you at least had a good recovery. I mean, it's a bad situation overall. Having to deal with that. But hopefully it was a speedy recovery, and you weren't having to suffer, for too much. I'm sure you're probably given some pretty good meds, though. Could only imagine on that. Hopefully, the people in the SUV weren't too badly injured as well. I don't think we're gonna. No, I've already. Yeah, it's right over. I want to pick up that whiskey, but that'll be for another day. Can't get in there. It's an unknown key for that room, even though we could probably just pick a room key. We both went to the hospital for minor injuries, but my back and hip haven't been right since. I could imagine, if that SUV was hit so hard that it sent it airborne. I mean, that car was moving. I can guarantee you that. Was the SUV also stopped, or was that like going through the intersection when it got hit? I mean, that would make. I would say that would make a little more sense. I mean, obviously, parked cars can go moving too. But I'm guessing the SUV was probably going through the intersection and got hit. Yeah, that would definitely cause the vehicle to, depending on how hard and everything, that could definitely get it off at least two wheels, if not all four. That's insane. Yeah, the SUV was going through the intersection, was hit by the suspect going 125. That's I mean, my God. That is insane. But I tell you what, whether you believe it or not, I can guarantee somebody was looking over you and the people in the SUV. I can guarantee you those numbers. That's triple digits. You're dancing with death at that point. I'm surprised that nobody died. And that the only thing that was suffered was like non-life threatening or like loss of limb type situations. The guy in SUV was very lucky. His front end and back end were gone. Yeah, I could imagine 125. You're getting slammed. I mean, you're getting shoved. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, if you got a little airborne. I'm hoping that you guys got some sort of restitution out of that at least. I could only imagine the medical bill side of that. I mean, it would likely have to be like civil situation, but and that's one thing I don't get to when it comes to car insurance is that like I've been involved in a couple accidents myself. Nothing like to that extent, but did it accept all three? It did. Okay, you know what? Let's turn it in. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, yeah, so we've got that, but we need the weapons key. And then that is just all the stuff to the south. Yeah. We're overcumbered anyways. So we're gonna We'll fly back to base and get some of this stuff dropped off. But like when it comes to car insurance, like your insurance gets jacked up, or can still be liable to be jacked up in price because you're involved in an accident, even if you weren't the at-fault driver. You know what? That sucks. The state wouldn't pay much. Did you try to take the suspect civilly?
Raven en route to Foxtrot 1.
Beautiful. And then just gonna move all of this over. I like it. I like it. So now we're gonna come back up here, and we do have to go to a spot over here. We probably should have just want to pick that up. That would have been nice. But we're gonna have to come back to Foxtrot 1.
Roger, Raven.
So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Oh yeah. So this is the one we did
Get ready. 30 seconds.
on the 0 to hero, and we could not figure it out, and I just completely forgot because they've it's either they've it's not either, but it has been this way. They've changed up the wording of it, so this is very vague, right? It basically tells you that this guy lived near Midnight Sapphire and last was known going to Hunter's Paradise, right? So you're thinking somewhere along the road based on the way it's worded, but no, in fact, it's the dude that's hung up here at the east end of the range, used as target practice.
Go, go, go.
That's what that's what that mission's all about. Nowhere near does it say in there anything about like checking Hunter's Paradise. So yeah, that took us a hot minute to try to remember that one. How many 0 to heroes have you done now? Just curious. So the Winds of War, this run for this update will be number 2. I did one for 0.2 was the first one, and that was kind of like the guinea pig phase where it was basically the trial run, and you know, rules could change throughout 0.2, whether it be added, changed around, deleted, what have you. So 0.3 is the third playthrough for 0 to hero, and so the way that I'm kind of looking at it is oh dang, I never even seen that guy strut up there. So the way that I'm looking at it is what was I saying? Oh yeah. So basically the rules that were set forth for the 0.3 run, which we had went through during the first stream, those are the rules that I have to live by. This run is no rules can change, no rules can be added. They can be suggested and be like written down for, you know, future playthroughs. But yeah, so this is number 2. In the long version of me telling you, Holly, this is the second playthrough of 0 to hero. I did not do one for 0.1. I do kind of want to blast down, get to the weapon shack, and no, it's closed. Okay. So now we just need to find the key laying around somewhere, or we got to find it off somebody. Oh, really? There we go. That hurt. Oh. Beautiful. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. I see we got some. The viewer count has been kind of fluctuating, but I see we've probably got a few new people in. So thanks for tuning in. We are very friendly, guys. So come on in and say hi. It's just been me and Holly chatting so far. Oh my God, he was behind me. I didn't even. Oh. Okay, we'll go to Argos because it's right next door. Oh no. I didn't know we would have lost. Oh, well, did we actually lose those folders? Or would they still be there? Oh, we did lose them. Son of a. Well, that just sucks. All right, well. Guess we got to redo that mission at some point. All right, we got to beat feet as quickly as we can. All right, should be good. I'm just going to pick up that little bit of stuff. And then, yeah, this should get me... Should be good to go. Check these bodies real quick. See if they've got... No weapons key. And no weapons key. We'll check the office once we can get back to my body. Oh, come on out, really? Drop. We're gonna drop. Drop, bring that over, bring that up. Oh, we're out. We're out. That was close. Alright, we gotta get to my body before we completely run out of ammo here. All right, buddy. Drop. Drop. And we'll move that over. Drop. We're out. Woohoo! That's nice. That's very nice. Give me the weapons key. No. Somebody wants to hand it over? It's a shame. Shame, shame, shame. Nice shots. Thank you, thank you. I try to make some decent shots. Sometimes there are sporadic shots, you know? Got no attachments on this thing. No keys in this one. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna drop that. We don't need that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're looking good. Yeah, so we'll swing over to the office and see what's there. See what ammo we got here. Take the subsonic. Oh, yeah, so we're definitely going to take those as well. Bring that down here. Let's go check out the leader dude, see if he's got anything on him. How is that guy still alive? That's what I want to know. Take the money. Move on to the next. There it is. Weapons key. All right. Let's go get this one done. Report the findings. Come on now. There we go. You got any good ammo? Take the FMJ. We're good on that. Nope. 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 Actually. AK B31 handguard. Maybe we'll take that. +6 recoil, -6 weapon handling. It's actually not too bad. Might be able to find a use for that out over there. Or something. Okay. That. I'm actually going to move that up here. See if I doubt it, but let's see if anything's been restocked. Oh, we got a Lancer. Ooh. Ooh, we don't have to pay for any more nods. We're going to take that. Yes, we are. Might as well just mount it right now. All right, buddy, what you got for me? You got a ring? I'll take it. Move that up, move that there, move that there. Take that. All right. Let's see. Yep. So this guy right here. Just got the cash. No, drop that. Take the cash. Let's see. Okay, so got tasks. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah. Now we have to go down to the ambushed truck that was doing the transports. And I totally forgot about the guy over here. So let's go do that real quick. There we go. Get that swapped out. Search the body. take that. Let's move that up. Yeah. I'm good with that. Take a chill pill, dude. Jeez Louise, man. Just breathe. Just breathe, man. Okay. Don't break ankles. Okay, thank God. With my luck, I would have broke ankles on that. Really? Dude didn't die? Make that make sense. Let's do that. Comment or anything in chat. Shout outs to Savasisco, Cisco's, Quanagros 2, are the two newest followers over on Rumble. So thank you for that, guys. And welcome. Welcome to the crew. See that guy moving. Where are you gonna go to, bud? Oh, hello, there we go. And we'll move that there. Hydration, we're gonna take that. Take that to sell. That there to sell. Hello. Give me the ring. I think a diamond coral ring. Say diamond cut. Diamond coral ring. All right, so that mission should be good to go for Gunny. I don't think he needs us to do anything else. Yeah, so we've got that done. We'll get that turned in. We can now buy ammo cans, which is pretty sweet. And now we're gonna go unlock Foxtrot 3, and we're likely gonna fly back to base to offload the stuff we don't need, just before we head anywhere else. Dang. Oh, we're almost there. There it is. Foxtrot 3. Okay. Back to base camp.
Raven, wheels up for Foxtrot 3.
Last seen on the road past Full-Lane Airfield, heading towards Tiger Bay. So I'm trying to remember, because I know I did this mission before. I think that's this right here, if I remember right. Yeah, past Full-Lane Airfield. It wasn't off this road. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. The Brave. Let's turn that in. collect shooting gallery. Eliminate the hostiles. The most dangerous game. Locate intel about the Hunter's Paradise VIP program. Alrighty. Collect. Thank you. We're gonna add Sapphire, Sawmill, Blue Lagoon. We're gonna bring that key. And then Bonpaw. So we got, like I said, we're gonna try to get a few of these knocked out.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to
We're gonna
base
do
camp.
Blue Lagoon first, and then we're gonna swim to Bonpaw. Try to knock out those missions real quick before it gets to nighttime, and then try to get a few things done on the night side.
Move out!
Okay. Blue Shack. Pretty sure we already have that key anyways. Hooligan Shack key. Yes, we do. Ooh, hello. Hit that gold chain. Yeah, nothing. Nothing really standing out here. We'll take the coffee, and then I think there was, yeah, the chocolate bar. Nothing really else. Food really. Oh, you know what I totally forgot, guys? Ooh, hello, hello, hello. There we go. How about these codes that we had up here? All right. Hey, we got the first like on the YouTube stream. Thank you for that first like, whoever that was. Make sure you drop a comment, let me know that was you, or at least do the thumbs up emoji. Give you a shout out for that. Take the cash. All right, who's doing the shooting right there? Okay, he may not be doing the shooting, but that guy is right there. Hello. This guy's over by the tents. That guy. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Really? So that's how we don't play. I know we need to reset it, reset it. Cannot believe. Where am I going? You go this way. Can't believe that dude domed me. Alright, where are we at? Okay, let's cut through this way. And we're running. See if we can't get to my body. There we go. Good to 4 rounds. Yeah, we're good. All right, where is the asshole that shot me? Where are you at? Gotcha. There's a couple guys walking over there. Let that arm stamina build back up before we take some shots. Man, okay, all right. Just don't go down. Don't go down. I've only shot you how many times? I'm hoping he went down that time. What do you got? You got anything good? No? Of course not. Why would you? Why would you have anything good? Getting stuck over here. I see. Oh, sweet Jesus. Yep, good. We're good. We're good. Definitely good. Check this real quick. It's military caps. Oh, hey there, buddy. It's definitely another player. I'll take that. Ooh. I will take your money. You don't need any more. Bamboo shoots? Yes, we'll take that. Okay. Also looking for codes, guys. Look for anything that give me a code. No, we don't need that. I'm not seeing anything here. So we're gonna carry on. There we go. Blue Lagoon Shack again. I got 4 of these keys. Be nice to get something else. Alright, so far, not too bad. There he is. Let's see if this code still works here. Ooh, it's not working. Yeah, which means this code changes. Yep, so we're gonna need to make note of that code changes. Just gonna do that real quick. Oh wait, hold on. That's for this right here. Hold on. Do that. All right, so now we know that the code changes, and we'll need to, whenever we come here, we'll need to check that if we want to go into there. Which I don't think there's really anything good anyways. Alright, so he's either going to come to the left or the right. Okay, I'm tired of getting those blue lagoon, or the shack keys, so we're just going to stop picking those up. I continue to pick them up just because, you know, for selling purposes, but the fact that we've picked up 3 on this and a 4th just dropped, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time. We will take that and that. There it is. Storage key. Nice. That's good for the restaurant too. Okay. Let's see what we got. Ooh, yes. We're gonna take both of those. Good stuff, good stuff. Hydration, we're gonna munch on that. Can we have anybody else chat other than just bots coming in? That'd be great. I think I'm good on that ammo. Well, no, we'll take that ammo. Lifeguard office. Anyway, code is now 2950. Change it up. 2950. Beautiful. All right, cool. What's up, dude? All right, so yeah, now we will make our way over to the shacks. I believe that's where we need to go for this mission. So we'll head over there. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody up on the ridge. Got a little bit of spray and pray action on that. Man, that was horrible. That was... Ow! You dirty. That hurt. Alright, so over there. Where's the guy shot up here? Probably rolled down the hill. Not too worried about it. Check this guy. We're good. Ooh, he's got a luxury watch. We're gonna take that. Give me your loot. Food storage. Huh. Ooh, give me that, give me that. I feel like this would have been something right here, isn't it? No. Oh wait, is this the? Oh shoot, yeah. So this was the start of the Lost Grove mission here, but the Lost Grove 2 is the Pink Diary, or the diary over there by the Pink Tent. So let's swing over there for it real quick. Okay, well apparently I need to calm myself down here. There we go. So basically what we'll do from here is we're going to make our way down to Arsenal to turn stuff in and offload, sell stuff, all that good stuff. And then we'll swing over to Kilo 2. And actually, you know what? We're already getting pretty close to nighttime. So I think what we'll do is we'll take Kilo 2 up to Tiger Bay, where we need to. Well, shoot, I don't know. No, I think we'll kind of still stick with the plan. I'll look at the missions real quick for Bomb Pod to see what they are. But I feel like we should still be able to stick with the plan, where we would go to Bon Pa to knock out some stuff. And then from there, we'll swing over to Tiger Bay to start the missions for Nerith. Okay. Tasks. Let's turn that in. Sweet.